Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we currently want to do some fighting out over here. Are our mercs, do they have any morale? They don't. So we need to chill for a bit while our mercs generate morale. We also have a rebel uprising up over here that we do need to deal with. We definitely should chill after we're done with this particular war. I think we should boost back up to 0 stability right now. That'll help. But we're at 90% here, and we need to deal with this situation. The only way that we can really do that is to just bump up autonomy, which will help, but it will not solve the issue. So there are 1.3 unrest here. War exhaustion plus 4.29. Yeah, that's due to that really awkward stack wipe. I think we just need to chill here and see how this is going to go. Hopefully these guys don't finish up this siege particularly quickly, and we have time for our mercs to regenerate their morale. And hopefully these guys don't just straight up pop. They only have a 3.9% chance monthly. So in theory, we've got 2.1 years. Up to 21% there. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll pull back these diplomats for now. How are we doing on our morale here? It's not as high as I'd like. Okay. So we definitely need to let this morale regenerate, right? And we're at 41 right now. Let's go ahead and actually take out a loan here. And I'm going to do another one. Then, right here, we are going to hire another set of mercs. These guys. This free company is already hired by us. 400. This is a slightly worse... No, this is a slightly better leader. We should go with this one. Okay. So we're going to get that hired in there. These guys are attacking down here. That battle will be on 17 January. We'll arrive after that battle starts. Let's go over and help them. They finished this up exactly when I hoped they wouldn't. Oh, that's awkward. That is really awkward timing there. Okay, we don't have leadership here right now. Now we do. What is this leadership like? They're 3-1. They only have 1 shock pip. 17 January. These guys arrive on 2 February. We arrive on 21 and 22 January. So we will have about 9 to 10 days to fight these guys before these guys show up. And these are the real threat. Okay. That's going to be interesting. The mercs that we're hiring here will arrive eventually. They're 90% here, but they're going to be at 0 morale. Right? So they will be no help with this. These mercs are at half morale. I think we give these guys up for dead. These guys will arrive on 25 January. Well, actually... It depends on how this goes. Let's go ahead and tick forward 2 days here. So we'll arrive on 1 February. At least we'll have the morale tick from these guys and these guys. These will arrive on 2 February, 1 day later. They still like this. This could go very badly for us. We'll see. If we need to, we can hire additional mercenaries up over here. Hired by us, hired by us. These guys are available for hire. And distance from Buganda to Mapemba. That's interesting. We'll hire these up over here. Okay. Man, they roll so well. But we actually ended up winning that. Through some miracle, we ended up winning that. Okay. We have to pursue. That's what this is. They're going to Luanda. We're going to Ndongo. A skill 2 natural scientist or 50 admin power. We'll take the admin power for right now. Our war exhaustion is high, which is not great, right? We're going to head over and siege Yaka. And we need to hit them right now. Right now. Before they get too much morale regenerated. This guy died. Sure. Do we stack wipe that? No. We're going to head back over this way. We're looking to siege Yaka. And we're pursuing. At this point, we've got them pinned in. The fact that we won this was kind of lucky. They're walking in over here. They're going to lose that. Where are they going? Back over here? I'm betting they're going back to Luanda. That's been their favored retreat point this whole time. Actually, they triggered... Okay, that was huge. They triggered some natives here. And the natives actually stack wiped them for us. That's amazing. Okay, so we managed to pull this off through the skin of our teeth. It all came down to the battle in Shinjay. That was what that all came down to. So that's beautiful. We're going to stack wipe these guys. And I'm going to send this force. Actually, this is our army. I want to send a Merc force up to do this sieging. And then our army is going to return back to our capital. The war is over at this point. There's nothing more they can do. This war is over. So we don't require these mercs anymore. The Siege of Rund and Yaka are both over. We require these mercs no longer. And these mercs no longer. Beautiful. Now, can we get away with taking all of this? 38.4 aggressive expansion. Only Kasanje would join a coalition about it. It's getting very close to being problematic for us. We absolutely have to chill at this point. We need to enter a recovery period. We need to let our AE drop. Yes. But I think we can get away with this. We take all their gold too, obviously. Okay. So, from here, we need to do some recovering. Do the serfs belong on their turf? Stability cost modifier is not relevant to us right now. We're not going to be fighting, or we are going to be fighting within 20 years, for sure. Let's go ahead and say we have to accept this. The Mani estate losing loyalty here isn't necessarily great, because that means that we can't seize land, because the estates will lose loyalty. We could try to boost them up by giving away Crownland here, though. We are at 35% Crownland due to our conquests. So monthly military power here would be good. This will change their loyalty equilibrium by negative 5%. So the equilibrium is currently 42.3. We need to boost up that equilibrium. Okay, so for the clergy, they're at 37. We need to add things in here. I don't want to give out Crownland. So the Clerical Advisory Council is probably fine here. That brings them up to 42. What else do we want? Oversight by the clergy? What's their current influence? 35.3? That should be fine. Boosting them up to 52. So the clergy are now fine. We could add something else in here. I'm not going to do that for now. Okay, for these guys. Aristocratic counselors. Do it. Bringing the equilibrium to 43%. Then, we need this to go to at least 55. So, right of council. Bringing them up to 57. Beautiful. From here, we are going to put in the primacy. This will cost our Crownland. Understood. We need to let this regenerate. And the merchant guilds are equilibrium 35. So we need to put in free enterprise, bringing them to 45. And then we need to give them merchant guilds in the Admiralty. No, that wouldn't help. Patronage of the arts. I don't think that's good. I don't want to get the tax modifier. Trade efficiency reduction. I don't like that. I think that the commercial advisory board is fine here. So that brings them up to 50%. Good. Then we'll be able to revoke Crownland once their opinions go down a bit. We definitely need to core everything here. We don't quite have enough to core Yaka just yet. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get that core started. We're low Crownland. That's understood. And we will deal with that. Our corruption is growing right now. So we should work on that while we're coring. We should root out corruption. There we go. No problem whatsoever there. Our war exhaustion is dropping, and that'll be part of our chill period. For right now, I want to get a unit of cavalry here. We need to rebuild our army. No doubt about that. So, what is our current combat width? Our combat width is... I forget which one of these icons it is. Okay, there it is, 20. Cool. So we're looking for 18 and 2 right now. We can't really afford to go to quad cavalry, so this will be fine. We'll go up to dual cavalry here. Kuban separatists. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Let's head up. Actually, let's wait. Let's wait until this cavalry unit is done. We're going to be even combat width there. I'm going to let them be for the time being. It's going to be a little bit awkward, no doubt about that. How are we going on our opinions here? Okay, that's fine. We do need to get rid of those rebels, of course. And let's get this African spearman unit. Okay. I'm going to want at least one more African spearman unit before we go after these guys. Chokwe wants an alliance. We'll pass on that for the moment. And let's get that final African spearman unit for now. We're definitely going to build more later, but let's get that going. Beautiful. These guys are headed up over here. If they deal with that for us, we're happy. Because we're low on manpower right now. But we know we need to chill. That's completely fine. Manpower modifier reduction. National unrest might not actually be bad here. We're probably going to have rebellions, but I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, they're sieging up over here. This is okay. We have our vassals taking care of that for us. Let's head up here and look to fight them. Let's get this rebellion dealt with. I want that separatism gone, for sure. So we would get a river crossing here. We would probably get a river crossing no matter where we come from on Nunu, is my guess. I'm just wondering if our allies will help us here. We'll see. Yeah, they're coming in. Good. We actually lost that, hilariously. Our allies didn't get there in time, but we did a good amount of damage to these guys. These guys are just kind of chilling. Okay. Well, for the time being, we'll get turned around here. Checking in on the Mani here. They're still working their way towards equilibrium. They're very unhappy. And we're recovering here. So our morale is back up. They have a numbers advantage on us, though. So we should probably chill here, to be honest. Kumbana is now a core part of our patrimony. Beautiful. We're going to head up here and take Nunu back. There we go. We'd definitely like to get some manpower. Can we poke our vassals for manpower? It seems like we could. I think that was an event, actually. Okay. Cool. Annexing them would actually be pretty good. We should allow this to continue to be worked on. That coring is happening. We can make this state, consider it done, and then we can full core all of that. Beautiful. We're absolutely chilling for the moment. And how are we doing on institutions? Are they anywhere near us? The answer is no, they are not. Absolutely nowhere near us. So for the moment, that's fine. We would get the crossing penalty there. So we definitely don't want that. We're just going to head up to Cuba. Cool. And we're just continuing to replenish our troops for now. Harvest failure. That definitely is not ideal. Okay, so we're chilling at 0 manpower. Of course, we know that we need to... For the moment, it's fine. Rebels are going to get the crossing penalty here. This could be good for us. We'll have a numbers advantage. Ooh, we're very late. We were very late there, but we won. So it's all good. So we're going to hop down here. We need to get manpower. That's our biggest issue right now, is manpower. Underhanded rogues in Kalundwe, huh? They're claiming Cuba. For the time being, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. We're just going to finish up here and hop over to Mpemba. Beautiful. Now we are going to get a Miltech and a Diptech, probably before we get feudalism. That's fine. Admin tech is a whole nother animal, of course. But we need to chill for the time being. We absolutely need to chill. We need to get our troops built back up. We need to get our Crownland built back up. We're up to 34% with Mani right now, so this needs to be at least at 50 before we seize land. Okay, that's fine. We can't really construct any buildings at this time, which is expected. We're just chilling at this point. How are we doing on our war exhaustion? That's coming down, looking good. So we're going to have an uprising in 2.7 years. That's probably manageable. Remember, we have 8K. We just need them to actually get replenished, right? That's what we mostly need. We have a free advisor slot, but we could probably afford to get one, actually. Trade efficiency sounds good to me. And land maintenance modifier reduction? Actually, that would help. Cool. We'll still be pausing, but we've got those advisors going on. I love it. Sale of titles, huh? I don't want the Mani estate to lose loyalty here. Gaining a free stability is actually very valuable, and we're better off having the loyalty in the Mani estate versus the merchant guilds, I think. Well, they're just going to flip positions. So this isn't going to save us any time here, unfortunately. But a free stability sounds good. I want that more than the gold right now. We can encourage divination for -1 national unrest. Do it. That looks good. Now, I'd really like to get some manpower gains here. I believe the Mani being up does increase our manpower recovery speed, but it's not by much. It's not by much. So we're at 7K here right now, and this London separatist uprising will be over here. That'll be 8K. We could probably think about hiring in mercs to help deal with that. So if we were to do so, we would just hire in the free company here, right? So we'd hire those in Kambana. And this is a very temporary situation. But there we go. That'll give us enough troops to be able to put down these uprisings without having to dip into our own manpower pool too much. So that'll be good. I'm not concerned about the income. We're completely fine on that front. Beautiful. So we're keeping an eye on this, and the free company can... Actually, we'll send these guys up here, just so that we're not straining our supplies. Looks great. Okay, go ahead and repay this loan, for sure. This loan we can't repay, so we'll extend that one. The Mani estate... this is fluctuating between these again. Losing diplomatic power, and we're basically just swapping these positions again. We have to spend admin power here. Otherwise, we end up delaying our Crownland gather for too long. It's sad, but it is what it is. So the Mani are at 38% at this moment. Now, we should definitely summon the Dia. That's certainly a thing that we should do. So we'll go ahead and do so. And we could go for the clergy, or the proposal of the Mani. They want to build up our manpower, up to 50%. That's insane. 3 stability? Base production in Soyo of at least 5 sounds good. So we'll do that. In Soyo, that is here, and we need the base production here. So we just boom, boom, done. A couple of diplomatic points. Sounds good. We gain 25 ducats, and the merchant guilds are now happy. So we're walking in down over here to deal with these rebels. Unfortunately, we're not there in time to stop them from sieging that, but that's otherwise good. We'll grab Miltech 3, which will give us land morale, and the ability to drill our army. That's a big deal. Cool. So from there, we're going to take our actual army back to Mapemba. We're going to take this back with our Merc army. We're going to keep the Merc army around for the time being. And they can have... Well, we only have the 1 leader. For some reason, I thought the Merc army came with a leader, but no, it does not. So we're going to hop over here for the time being, and we're going to start drilling these guys. There we go. Beautiful. So our professional army is drilling. Our mercs are for now what we're going to be using to suppress these uprisings. So there's one that's going to be up over here. We'll just hop up there right now. We'll see if we get there in time to stop them. And then there's one over here as well. Also 7k. So for the moment, that seems to be okay. We could roll up another leader in theory. What are the stats on our heir? Not great. So actually, I'm going to give our heir command here. And if our heir dies, we're not too concerned about that, to be honest. So we're still just chilling here for a bit. We need to let our aggressive expansion die down, for sure. With these guys. What else do we have over here? I think they were the highest. 40 up there. 29. 31. So 40 is the highest. We definitely need to let that drop a bit. We can continue to expand out this army. There we go. And as we get manpower, we will continue to pour the manpower in here. Now, our crownland is low. We need to let the military, or not the military, the nobles here, build back up. So they're at 45% right now. I'd love to see his crownland here, but they might rise up. So we don't want that. We'll take prestige here. Prestige is good. And we can definitely get another unit of African spearmen here, building our military backup. Back to being scary. That is our goal. These rebel factions haven't really progressed. And our force limit is, what again? 18? Okay, so we can get one more without exceeding our force limit. I'm not too concerned about exceeding our force limit. We can always get rid of these mercs if we need to. But it'll be a couple more months before we are ready to get this done. Actually, next month will get us an additional unit of spearmen. That's good. So our force limit and our combat widths are currently slightly at odds. We're going to be exceeding our force limit, for sure. But in this rebuild period, we need to get our army rebuilt back up. Once that's rebuilt, then we'll look to attack more of these guys. We can actually fulfill a mission here to found an army. Cool. We gain a permanent claim on a bunch of areas there that we already had. Okay. We got the Conquest CB against Kasanje and Ndongo, which is these two. That's fine. We can also potentially start annexing Luongo, I think. We need to boost their opinion. So we'll go ahead and improve relations here and here. Ultimately, we would prefer to annex them over having them be our vassals. Can we get men for our army? Ndongo? That would be nice. We can also get Kuban Conquest done. Infantry compatibility and prestige from land battles, and some permanent claims. I like it. That's very, very good. Do we get any manpower from Ndongo? We always knew we had a friend in Ndongo. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and build African spearmen here. That will take us over our force limit. That is understood. This is actually declining at this point. So, if we look at this unrest, friendly troops are 1.75. It's at negative 1.7. Okay. 1.5 and 1.5 here. We could simply increase autonomy, but I'm not going to do that. I would rather not do that. War exhaustion's at 0. Overextension is at 0. I'm going to try moving out of here and see... Is this a rounding error, or what is happening here? Will this still be at 0 unrest with those friendly troops gone? I think we need a month tick. Yes. Yes, it is. So we're chilling in Yaka. We can do a government reform here. We could swap off of tribal administration if we wanted to. Morale of armies plus 15% is pretty good, but that governing cap modifier, yeah, hard pass on that. And I don't think we can really change anything too much here. So national tax modifier and just flat yearly corruption reduction isn't bad, but we definitely want that manpower reduction. We need to move fast militarily, so having more manpower coming in would be great. We're going to continue to expand our army here, and that'll be absolutely fine. How are things looking in Yaka? That's now at 0. Noted. So this is unlikely, I think, to actually fire. But we do need to finish rebuilding our army here. That is absolutely a thing that we need to do. So we will continue to build our African spearmen here. Remember, we need to go up to 18 here. So that's a lot of manpower. We are getting in manpower at a reasonable rate for this stage of the game, actually. 188 per month isn't bad, realistically. We're now negative in our cash. That's unsurprising. We will definitely go up to early Karak. There we go. That increases our trade efficiency a little bit. And at this point, we are going to ditch our mercs. They're costing us too much, and we'll get rid of that. Can we actually pay off our loan? It's 58. Okay, noted. So that's fine for now. We should definitely consider annexing Luongo. Do it. We're going to pull this guy back. And Luongo is being annexed. And of course, we want to continue to expand our primary military here. And our drill is working its way up. So this military will be quite strong once we start actually fighting like Kasanje, who's allied with Kalundwe, which I doubt we care about, to be honest. So we're at 15 now, and we can continue to bring this up. We only need 5 more infantry units, and that'll be great. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to finish our rebuilding, and we are going to attack yet again. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. Wait, can we get our Crownland? We can get our Crownland. Let's do that before we go. Fantastic. You can leave your offerings, as I just said, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisil, Kadra, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.